writing a scientific manuscript. Now we are talking about choosing a title for your scientific manuscripts or the scientific article. Actually, the title is the name of your production and outcome. You are choosing a name for your baby. Okay, when a reader browses through it, the table of contents of journal issue or on a website, the title actually the first detail or face of the paper that is read. Hence, it needs to be simple, very direct, accurate, appropriate, specific, interesting, attractive, appealing, uh, concise, brief, precise, focused, and informative. Will be excellent if you have even a unique title. By reading the title, the work being reported should be clear to the readers without having to read the paper itself. And the best title is the one which indicates accurately the subject of the study. Different types of titles. Actually, we have three main types of titles for scientific manuscripts. First, descriptive or neutral title. Neutral. This title has the essential elements of the research team. That is the patient subjects, design, interventions, comparison, control, outcome, but doesn't actually reveal the main result or the conclusion. Such a title allows the readers to interpret the findings of the research paper uh, with an open mind. The second type, declarative title. This title states the main finding of the study. In the title itself, it reduces the curiosity of the readers and may point toward a bias on the part of the authors, and hence is best avoided. The third type, interrogative titles. Interrogative titles, which is the one which has the query or the research questions in the title. So a query in the title has the ability to make sensitizations the topics and make the topics attractive and it gives more downloads, but actually less citations. But such titles can be distracting to the readers and it's best avoided for research articles. So these are the three types of the title for a scientific manuscript. The final title used for publication should reflect the aim of the study, not the conclusion. Reflect the methodology you used in the study, but better not to put in the title the final conclusion. Um, effective title uh, should convey the main topics of the study. For example, if you are doing a study on the ischemia reperfusion injury and you are trying different drugs to examine the effect of each drug to minimize the ischemia reperfusion injury in flap, okay, uh, it is good to mention the ischemia reperfusion injury in the title, okay, and mention the different drugs or the drug you are trying in the topic of the research, okay, and uh, highlight the importance of the research in the titles. Meanwhile, be concise and title, as we said, attractive to readers. Uh, be specific in your titles in terms of the types of the title, types of the study. Is it systematic review, meta-analysis study, comparative study? This can be mentioned in the body of the title. It is systematic review, meta-analysis, comparative study, or perspective study, retrospective study. It is very good for readers to know the type of the study from the start when they are searching the midline. Is it prospective, retrospective? Is it a strong meta-analysis study? Okay. How to choose a good titles? Actually, writing a good title can be challenging. Good titles can be written in 10, 12 words long. And when you start to write or choose a title for your scientific manuscript, list the topics covered by your manuscript. This is very, very good and helpful to choose a proper and appropriate title. And also from the midline, also download and read the other titles of the articles of the same domain or the same topic. Okay, use words that create positive impressions and stimulate readers' interests. And write few possible titles. You have to write five, six, seven titles by different formats, and then select the best one you choose. Ask your colleagues their opinion for the title. It's very important. And finally, spending the time needed to do this will results in better titles. In writing the title, how what to avoid. Um, avoid writing too long titles. Too long titles is distracting to readers, such as the two examples shown here. Each example is formed by three sentences, more than three sentences. Actually, it could be very good research, but the long title is distracting for the readers. Also, avoid too short titles. Too short titles from one or two words. Broad titles, which are non-specific titles, like the example shown here. Um, Actually, short title or broad titles are good or suitable titles for the review articles, not for the research or article or original research. Title in question form. Sometimes such titles are attractive to readers, but it's not suitable for the research articles. Uh, and is it good idea to phrase the title of my paper as a question? Any headlines that ends in a question mark can be answered by the word no. Avoid unexplained abbreviations or unfamous abbreviations. If you are writing a manuscript, scientific manuscript about HIV, it's okay. Uh, Everybody on Earth knows the HIV, and it's okay to write in the title. But if you are using unexplained abbreviations, reader uh, actually will be distracted and they don't know what you are talking about. So, in the title, usually avoid to put unexplained abbreviation. The more specific and accurate description of the content, the more chance the manuscript has been cited. Usually, remember, don't oversell your manuscript in terms like don't mention the term novel at the first time, no more debates. Don't oversell your manuscript. And on the other hand, don't underestimate your manuscript. Oversell plus underdeliver or underestimate leads to poor outcome, poor article. So don't oversell your manuscript. Don't underestimate your manuscript.